Time now for Coming In Hot with Brent Wallace, former Ottawa Senator Jason York, and Graham Nichols.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Brent Wallace alongside Jason York. Graham Nichols off today as he's taking care of protecting our city. Nice to see you, Yorkie.
Yeah, good to see you too. How's things? You watched the game last night?
Yeah. You know what? It felt good to not have to flip back and forth in between like intermissions because every game the Sens have played has been a game of the World Series. So
yeah, no, it was nice just to watch the B-ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was a little nervous going in because Snell's a pretty good pitcher, right? Like Cy Young winner.
Yep.
I was like, wow. And I didn't know how Trey Usavich was going to be because of his first outing in the World Series. I just saw a note today, Yorkie. He got paid. How much money do you think Trey Usavich has made this year in the majors?
Well, I think he's making like 50 grand or something. he's making
paid 57 grand this year in the majors. Now he's a World Series winner and the record breaker.
There was some quote like he's basically making what Yotani, whatever is Otani, whatever you say his name.
Shohei Ohtani
is making like every 2 minutes of the day. That's what he makes for the year.
I wonder what Michael. Oh, I used to know what Michael Jordan made every minute. I wonder if he makes the same as Michael every minute. Anyway,
but Savage. He's like he's throwing a cricket. He comes right over the top like he's playing cricket, Wally. That's why they can't hit it. He's got. Someone will probably say no, but I think I read this somewhere. He's got the highest arm angle release in Major League Baseball. That's why they're all having a tough time picking it off when it comes out of his hand, because it's so unusual the angle he throws the ball at. And then it just like his splitter dives like about 2 feet. Like it's crazy. It's an unbelievable story.
Yes. He's gonna make a good movie.
Yeah. That's when you use the word unbelievable, because unbelievable is the most unbelievably overused term in sports broadcasting. Everything's unbelievable. Well, if everything's unbelievable, what is believable? But
nothing, especially on social media.
But Savage, what he's doing is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat story. Anyway, we'll see how this all plays out. But Jay's come home up 3-2, so we'll follow that along. Also, this show brought to you as always by Bet365. Carter Hutton will join us in about 10 minutes or so. We'll get the lowdown on goaltending across the National Hockey League, and perhaps he'll shed some light on Linus Ullmark and what he thinks is going on. We'll see. So the Sens will take to the ice at 10:30 today, Yorkie. I'm curious. I thought about this last night. I think Linus doesn't start tonight's game.
Yeah, we had a chat.
They got to go into Montreal Saturday. That's the only thing.
So it's funny you said that, because the Calgary Sportsnet crew's in town, all my buds, and they said the same thing. They were all we were chatting yesterday, and they're like, "Yeah, they all think Marilinen's going to play." I'm not so sure.
Okay, so I'm just going off schedule.
Oh, okay,
so they go. Today's Thursday, Calgary home. On the road in Montreal, teams playing extremely well, and then they're off until next Thursday in Boston.
Okay. So,
you got to play both of them, or you're gonna have one of them sitting for over a week, and I don't, unless you send Marilinen down and he plays.
Okay, hold on. Let's go over this for a sec. I had a few too many old fashions last night, so we got a game.
I didn't get the invite.
We got a game. We got tonight, and then when's next game?
Next game's Saturday.
And then after that, you said that's it?
Well, then they go on the road to Boston on the 6th. Yeah, November 6th.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty good layoff.
Right?
So you're saying don't play Ullmark till the Montreal game.
Montreal, yeah. So Marilinen tonight, Ullmark Saturday, then they've got 5 days off or whatever, and then on the 6th day he'll play again in Boston, and then they go into Philly at 1 p.m. on the 8th.
Yeah, but like how many strong games has Marilinen played this year?
That's one in French.
And was he? I guess the first one, that was the turnover, right? And they came in and they scored. That was a pretty good shot.
That's the Boston game. He played
Wasn't
okay in that game. He allowed 2 goals. One was the late. Should have. I think it's offside. I still don't understand that call.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
the only thing they can do though is play Ullmark in both games, and Maryline goes down and plays in Belleville.
Could do that too. He could do that too. Yeah,
They flip them.
I'm thinking for sure it's going to be Ullmark. Now you got me thinking with the way the schedule is. But bottom line, they got to win this game. Like this is a game you
Yes.
need to win. You have to win, especially when you get waxed like they did last game. You want to come back. I would think they would say, "No, let's get back in there." And I'm sure Ullmark wants to get right back in there. Last thing he wants to do is sit and watch. When you have a game where you're not happy with yourself, that you want to get right back in. So I'll be surprised if he's not playing.
So you think Ullmark plays tonight?
I think so.
Does he play Saturday?
Why not? And take a bunch of time off. Like,
okay,
there's going to be
I'm just trying to say where Maryline, because they make a big deal, but Maryline needs to play. So the only other option is Belleville.
Well, the team they're playing tonight, Calgary, Dustin Wolf has played every single game but one. He's only taken one game off.
He's only taken it. There's only been allowed one game off.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I got to take this one off. I'm good. No,
I don't know if he's allowed a choice.
He's played every single game but the Utah game they played. So Ullmark can play. Like, this is what you signed him for. You signed him, paid him, brought him in to win you games, and you need to win this game.
Make no mistake, if I would play him both games, but I'm just trying to read the tea leaves of Travis Green and what they've done.
Tea leaves?
Yeah.
The tea leaves are, if you lose tonight, things aren't going to be very happy in Senators land. So you want to play whoever you think and is supposed to give you the best chance of winning. It would be like, hey, Timmy, we're good tonight. You take the night off.
But
when you think about it, you want to play your best players, unless there's like, oh, he's way too tired, or we played back-to-backs, or you can't go. For what reason would Ullmark not be able to go tonight? Like, what's the reasoning? There is no reason. So why isn't he playing?
I don't argue your common sense approach. I'm just trying to figure out with the layoff of what they're going to do with goaltenders. I'm with you on that.
Layoff.
They're facing the league's worst team, though. That's normally when you play your backup.
Yeah, Calgary should have beat Toronto the other night. They should have beat him. They turned 2 pucks over, and they are a desperate hockey team. They're going to generate a lot of shots. They're going to get a lot of opportunities, and they're going to come in hungry. So they sent Maryline down just not too long ago. Now he's starting in a must-win game.
But if you can't, all right, devil's advocate, if you can't beat Calgary with your backup, you might be in some bigger issues, no?
Well, there are bigger issues right now. They're not off to a good start.
They're 500.
They're 500.
Levy Maryline has got to play some games.
Okay, let me phrase it to you this way. If they lose this game and Maryline starts, people are like, well, why didn't Ullmark start? That's why you signed it. This is why you brought him in. The common sense approach says, why would you start Maryline? It doesn't make sense. It's like in the bizarro world.
All right, I'm going to ask Jake to put up a poll.
Put up a poll. There's like why? Just think about it. Like, if you brought Linus Ullmark in to help you win games, and he doesn't play unless he needs a rest. It's played a lot, and it's early in the season. He doesn't need a rest. I know he's played a lot, but I don't know.
We're calling up a third string so he can have a day off. Let's not pretend that Linus can play 85 games here.
Yeah, how'd that work out the next game?
Okay.
I'm not saying that's the problem. I'm just saying.
I know.
It's like I'm just thinking. It's like, hey, we had a game against Chicago. Things didn't go well. All right, you know what? Take the day off. Let's go. You're good.
Early voting. Linus is in
Always a-
front. Early voting.
Yeah. I'm just thinking from a logical, common sense approach. And if I'm Linus Ullmark, I want to get back in the net. I want to get in there and I want to have a good game and I want to right the ship and I want to get a win for this team. Like, look at this guy. Guy came across the ice to get in a scrap there and be with the team.
Oh,
like, yeah, he wants to be in the mix. He wants to be in the fight. He wants to lead the charge.
I would like you to fight stopping the puck.
Well, he can do that tonight. He can't do that if he's sitting on the bench.
You know, Yorkie, I always think that our viewers, by the way, like and subscribe if you haven't already, we'd appreciate it. I believe our viewers are dialed in to this, and I just seeing some comments. Exactly, Wally from the Loud Collector, or I think Wally isn't too far off. So basically,
we'll see what the poll says. You just cherry picking your comments.
No,
we'll go to the poll halfway through the show here.
Here. So look, Kevin Cullen, are they both not professional goalies? We shouldn't be talking about who to start. We should not worry about starting either of them.
Okay,
but that in fact is true, but that's not the case in today's.
Okay, you know what? Let's just be even, Steven. You know what? That way, Ullmark and Levy, you guys can just split all the money. You know, we'll take Ullmark's contract, and you know what? Give that to Levy because you're both pro goalies, and you should both be making the same because you both should be able to win as much. No, it's like you play your best players if you want to win in this league. And you're playing a desperate. You're playing a cornered dog tonight, Wally. This is a dog that's cornered, and the last thing you want to do is a corner dog, isn't it? It's more like a cornered raccoon. That's the last thing you want to. Wally, I'm telling you, ever corner a raccoon?
There's a movie somewhere. I can remember a raccoon and jumping on somebody's face. Is that Home Alone?
With the raccoon,
there's some movie that's got like a raccoon on the face.
Is it The Great Outdoors? No, that's
it might be John Candy.
That's the one where the bear gets this butt shut off with the gun. What is the one with the raccoon?
Anyway, someone will tell me. All right. I'm waiting to hear. I want to get Carter's opinion on this.
I'm in a predicament this morning, Wally.
Yeah,
I'm in a predicament. I had some work done at the end of my driveway, and I have to let it cure, so I can't drive on it.
Okay.
But my car is in the garage, so I can't take my car and drive to the rink this morning. My other car is not here. My only car here is my son's car, who's away in Sweden, which is parked on the street, but it's not running really well. It's having transmission issues. Do I risk it? Do I risk it and take the car with transmission issues to the practice?
Yes. So a couple of things to note here, Yorkie. I believe you failed as in not getting your car out of the garage before the work was done because you would have known they were coming to do some work, correct?
I didn't know. I thought it was just going to be, it was like a little work on the curb. I didn't know there was going to be cement poured. That was an added feature. So
I see.
The car... I would have gotten the car out of the garage. I was told this after the work was done. Like, you know what? Stay off your driveway. Stay off your driveway until Monday. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yorkie, I'm sure there's someone on a bike in Westboro that will bike you out to the rink. Anybody want to give Yorkie a lift to the rink? You got to be there. We have a big day today. So I'll wait for you to be there.
That's kind of my way of saying I might not be at practice today.
Okay.
I'll take my chances.
I'll wait for your $50 to bring.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'll take my chances in the Volkswagen Golf. It's just a little jumpy right now. It's a little jumpy.
Just adds to the excitement. Let's before Carter gets here, let's just take care of some business. In fact, you'll do BEI too while we're at it. This show brought to you by Shoeless Joe's. Daily deals you don't want to miss. Burgers, wings, cold beer, great prices. Thursday, Yorkie. I checked which day it was before I started today. What is Thursdays at Shoeless Joe's?
Is that the flatbread pizza day?
That's correct. Half price wine and $10 flatbreads.
Nice.
Perfect for a date night or just catching up. And of course, $9 buds all game long because of the Canadian team is on the screen. That's the game day bud deal. Caesars on Sunday. Don't forget, they're $6 Caesars. They're really, really good. Shoeless Joe's, where daily deals meet big flavors and good times on repeat in Kempville and in Orleans. We're just working on Yorkie, doing another show from there.
Sweet. We're going to go to Kempville this time? We go to Orleans.
I believe we're going back to Orleans, but we're still working that out. Details to be determined.
Orleans is like a different city. It's like a different world. it's got its own atmosphere.
Can you just do BEI, please?
BEI, our good friends at BEI who are helping to shape the Ottawa Valley. Give them a call at 613-432-1120 for equipment rentals, aggregate, topsoil, custom crushing and screening, hot mix paving. Visit them at BonnechereExcavating.com.
Oh, and I don't want to waste people's time or Carter's time. I know he's waiting, but the Queensway is an absolute debacle at the moment with the construction.
What? Where?
Midway through, like Bronson's closed. So Bronson to Maitland is an absolute nightmare to get through.
I get on at Maitland, so I'm good.
I hate. Well, I was trying to deliver. I delivered calendars yesterday to our winners, and one of them was down in Sandy Hill and took an hour to get home.
Like, what is going on? Like it feels like they've been working in that Bronson area. For I don't know, replacing 20 years.
Oh, it doesn't stop. Anyway, okay, let's not waste Carter's time because he's much more important than us yammering. Member of the Mug Mafia, welcome to the show, Carter Hutton.
Boys,
sir, nice.
How you doing?
We're good.
Good, you?
I'm good. I'm taking it all in here. You're never wasting my time. I blew you off last week. I felt bad. I feel guilty now. I feel like I owe you now. I'm in your debt. So this is good. I'm glad to be here.
No, Hutsy, don't say that because Wally will milk that for whatever it's worth. Remember that time you didn't come on? Oh.
Every time I send one, I always usually use the emoji with my eyes covered, except just peeking out a little because I'm terrified. You're the busiest man in broadcasting.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just pretend that I just sit in this office to get out of doing chores here. My wife runs a golf club here, a country club. So it's her off season now. So the honey-do list is growing by the day. So any hour or time I can spend in here keeps me out of doing stuff around the house.
Huts, hold on a second. Time out. Your wife's a golf pro?
She manages a country club here. Yeah, she played golf in college and hockey. She went to Quinnipiac University. Everyone thinks my little guy's a good little athlete. Everyone thinks it's from me. I'm like, it's my wife. I was just a goalie, buddy. I just stood there and got hit with stuff.
Dude, you're the smartest man in hockey. Now, like, your wife probably encourages you to go play golf.
That's it. I got to give her updates. They see how the club is, I'm like a inside agent here. I'm hearing what the members are saying for her.
That's so cool.
Oh, honey, I need to play another 18 just to double check.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I wish I had it that good, but no, honestly, it's been good transition for her. She's got a job now, and then I guess I can call this a career now. I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing, but I like to talk hockey and I love watching it.
I think you're doing well. I've told you this before, but I think you're doing a hell of a job. So I appreciate your time on the show. By the way, how's the mug?
How's what?
The mug. Did I not send you a mug?
Well, yeah.
No, I never got a mug.
Wow,
I thought you were talking about the mug on my screen. I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe you got some tech people in there. I got one of these TVs. It's a frame, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm trying to get the art up, but I never got a mug. That was just all false hopes. I've been checking the mailbox daily.
You had one job. Get hot.
No mug.
Mug comes on the show.
No mug. And he brings up the mug, and I don't even have the mug.
He tries to shame you.
I sent you one. I got it. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to double check because you were like one of the only two I mailed this summer because I can't afford to keep paying for this postage.
Did you get a tracking number? Maybe Canada Post has it. I know they're on strike every second.
Well, it's a highly collectible item, so it's possible. So I'm gonna have to get your address again. Anyway, once you hit 3 episodes, we give you a mug.
You get a mug.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I would have did this way earlier.
Wally.
Sorry. You know what? Let's move on. I'm embarrassed now. I got to ask you, the other day, the Ottawa Senators, and I know they did it last year at least once, called up Hunter Shepard, the third string guy. They've done this twice to give Linus Ullmark basically a day off. Load management, they're calling it. I've never in the history of covering hockey seen them I've seen them give goalies the day off. He just sits at the backup. This is weird to me. What are your thoughts on this?
It's odd. So the only time I've seen this, I chatted about this the other day on our DFO live show with Ty, was we were playing in Chicago. I was on the St. Louis Blues, me and Jake Allen. So we had a game. If we win against Chicago, we have a game to end the regular season against Colorado. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was a win to get in game. It's Blues versus the Avs.
Yes.
We played Friday night in Chicago, and I started. So win or lose, it didn't really impact the game. So we ended up winning. So that meant if the game went to overtime in Colorado, we were in. They actually flew Jake Allen out Friday from Chicago, not to be with the team, to go to Colorado to get ready to play. So I chatted with Jake about this and trying to recall this situation, now that, you see Linus getting this. And is this something maybe we're going to see a little more often? We saw Anthony Stolarz do it. We saw Linus Ullmark do it now. What Jake said, it was so tricky because you're not with the team, right? So all of a sudden you're in this and I talk about this, you talk about like trap games, right? You guys understand that, right? You've been on the road, you've been playing, you're in it. And then all of a sudden it's just like you travel and you get this day off and the next day you got to play. And now you're trying to you almost decompress a bit. So that was my biggest concern with this move. And Jake, we ended up losing that game, not to Jake's fault by any means. But that's one thing that he explained to me. It was like you're trying to catch a moving train again. And it's not a big difference, but it's like all your brothers are out there and you're not really part of it. So I think you can load manage and just have him sitting on the bench, like realistically. And Levi Marilainen obviously goes out there, plays a good game, gets a big win. Vice versa is, say he's having a stinker, then he's got to ride it out. That's part of being the backup goalie, is you get tough starts, you get tough situations. So I think you can still load manage without taking him away from the team, in my personal opinion.
So I agree. And by the way, they're allowing goalies, which I don't know if you've seen this as normal. Guys are staying in for full games despite allowing 7 goals. And it seems to be a lot normal than you never would have seen Jeremy Swayman in for 7 goals against Ottawa the other night. That just seems odd to me.
No. And that's where you would lose guys back in the day. Guys would come in and they'd be like, well, look at the Patrick Waugh situation, right? Remember the famous situation in Montreal? They kept him in there. And obviously there was a lot more going on in that situation, but guys that are high paid guys were granted, in my role in times being a backup, if I was in there for 6, I'd be playing behind Rene, I'd be like, well, this is the cross I bear, right? I have to deal with this because he's when I was with Pekka, he's the $7 million guy. And now you have Linus Ullmark, he's your $8.25 million guy. And my goalie coach at the time, famous goalie coach, Mitch Korn, right? He's very opinionated, very out there with his takes. And I love him for that. Very black and white. He would literally say to me, be like, your job is to go 500 this year. I don't give a shit what you do. You have to go 500. You have to play the tough starts. That's your job. And I'll tell you another thing, Carter. Nobody cares if you haven't had rest or you haven't played or you're not in a rhythm. This is your job. Because if you're not going to do it, somebody else is going to do it. Yeah. And now vice versa. He would say, well, Pekka Rinne makes $7 million a year, just like Linus Ullmark makes. You have to be a difference maker. When you're paid that kind of money, your job is to be a difference maker and to play games and help this team win.
Hey, Hutz. So Wally and I had a big discussion. I think it's 10 minutes to talk about this. So Linus plays last game against Chicago, loses the game. Like you said, 7-3. He didn't play great. Take me in his mind or goalie's mind. Now they play tonight against Calgary. Do you want to if you're Linus, don't you want to get back into the net and win and play Calgary tonight? Or
can we set this up though?
I'm setting it up. Or you say,
don't forget the schedule.
Well, they don't play again until Saturday.
They play Saturday in Montreal, and then they don't play again until
they're
Thursday in Boston. Yeah.
Then they're off a bunch. So wouldn't you just play Linus these next 2 games, or would you play Marilainen tonight?
You know what? I see both sides from a development standpoint, but if you look at Linus, right? So last game was bad, but his 2 games before that were awesome. Yeah. So it's what are we, again, this is a league and a business, especially on this media side. What have you done for me lately? We have to be critical. We have to be hard. We have to judge that. But with the break, I think you have to go to Linus both games realistically, right? So if he doesn't go well tonight against Calgary, yes, it's a weaker team, but that's even more reason to make sure you bank those points. Right? In my personal opinion, I think he's the guy, and you're paying him to do that. Now, I think teams are having this struggle a little bit with this compressed schedule and Olympic break and managing minutes where even I look at a few teams like in Minnesota who's struggling, Jesper Wallstad, Joel Hofer struggling. Like it gets to a point where, okay, well, if we're going to be babying Levi Merilainen, then why is he up in the NHL? Let's get a guy that we can trade for a guy. We can get a guy. Hunter Shepard will gladly sit on the bench and be serviceable in tough roles and tough spots. Then he can go get minutes. So I do think there's that development factor, but I think the development factor goes out the window when you're paying a star goalie $8.25 million to be the guy. And these are games that you have to win, knowing that you just gave him a day off. You got Calgary, and then you have a divisional matchup against one of the hottest teams in the NHL at home. Are you going to give Merilainen that start? It feels like you're almost folding the tent in that sense, right?
I'm just looking, Huts, they're 500. So if you, and sooner or later, Calgary's going to win some games. Like the odds are, and they play hard. So it's like, you don't play Linus tonight, and let's say things don't go well. Like, I don't know. I think there's no chance he doesn't play.
I think there's one thing too with like guys throughout my career was like, you're either playing a guy because he's hot, or you're playing a guy to get him going too, right? Like it's kind of both. And I've been on the other side of it, like the backup, like, you know, this is going to be my start. And Pierre Laviolette, when I was in Nashville, used to do this a lot. Friday night or back-to-backs, doesn't matter the night. His theory in games was we're always going to dress our freshest, best lineup. So I never got to start on the first night, right? And then the goal would be to play for me to start on the next one. But best laid plans, right? The only thing for certain in professional hockey is nothing's for certain. The next night, if we lost or anything went that way, all of a sudden that's out the window. He's going again. You're not going. And that's what you have to deal with. So I guess my only concern would be we're worried about Levy, but to what extent? When you have a guy, this is why you're paying Linus Ullmark, is to win these games. It's a home game. And then there's going to be a tougher game. And again, you have to manage him, right? I know he hasn't played a ton of minutes. There is that injury bug, but 2 games in 3 days, sandwiched between a bunch of break coming up, I just don't see how you don't play him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
There is a question. I got to get to this from Steve in Ottawa, who just says, do teams ever go to struggling goalies and ask them, what do you think would help? What way could we play that works for you?
You know what? In a sense, I think, you know, you're going to have a lot of meetings where it is, you know, with penalty kill. Like, so a great example last game would be like the Bedard goal, right? You get seamed the power play
Which
goal.
one?
Which one? That's a very good point. Again, like Dylan Cousins loses a draw. Like, I guess that last game's frustrating from my standpoint with Ullmark, right? I thought some bad rebound control, no timely saves, where you're down 4, you fight back to make it 4-3, you're in the game. Now it's like, okay, well, we fought back to get you in this game. We need a save here. But like on the penalty kill, the puck gets seamed right across the full zone. Like those are things that can happen if you want to create a winning team, a winning culture in the sense of predictability and communication. And I don't think you're just going to a goalie baby him, but I think that's where the goalie coaches has to be that buffer zone, you know, where maybe after that game, you know, he didn't have his best stuff and he struggled and it was the day off and who knows whatever happened. But he's also not far removed from being very like unbelievable in a few games. Yeah. So I think that's where you treat it a little bit delicate in the sense of you approach him. Maybe that's a game where you don't even watch video on. You just park it. Because I've been in situations like that where you're pro, you just won 7-2 against the Boston Bruins in a tough game and, you know, a big win. And you got to play back-to-back against, you know, and you don't have your stuff. It's 82 games. You take the film, you throw it in the garbage, and you try to create that positive mindset of like, let's just build off the good stuff instead of letting things, you know, that black cloud follow us around for so long. And as a goalie, it's super important to be able to compartmentalize that part of your life, because if not, it'll just eat away at you. And it's done it to me. And it's easy to play well when things are going good, but when things are bad, man, if you start magnifying it, it really snowballs on you.
All right. Ottawa's, I think, 31st in the league in save percentage, 841. Oof. On a level or scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being I need to hit the panic button, what level should Ottawa fans be at with goaltending?
10 is the panic button. Okay, I don't have a mug yet, so I'm still trying to vote on that. That's a 10. That's
I do have a panic button.
So. I don't have a panic button. Yeah, I'll pick up one of those myself. I honestly think it's like a 5 right now, because my only concern is Marilainen. Is he cut out to have spotted starts like this? Okay. I think Linus Ullmark is an unbelievable goalie. And I think time after time, he's been on good teams, bad teams, and he's been consistent. So it's really hard for me to hit the panic button on Linus Ullmark. Truthfully, I think he's an elite goalie. He's a top 10 in the league without a doubt. Arguably, when he's on, he's right up there. But my worry is with a younger goalie, having spotted starts like that is so hard to be good and consistent when there's guys out there that you can protect him. Is he going to benefit more from playing 50 games in the American League than he is going to be playing 20 in the NHL? So that is my worry. If it gets to a point where if you can't play him, what good is he being there? You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Okay. Here's a quick Mike Kelly tweet talking about, stats that I couldn't possibly come up with on my own. So he's just talking about screenshots, and that Linus has allowed a league high 11 goals on screenshots. Of course, several of those screened by his own guy. His save percentage on screenshots is .656. No other goalie with less than at least 3 games has played under .750. What do you make from that, or is it anything?
Yeah, I think there's something there, right? Like Mike's pretty good when dissecting it and not giving us just fluff stats on the outside.
Yeah.
But what I would like to break down those numbers a little deeper is could we break that down to per game, right? When he's been off, he's been off.
Yes.
Right. So I think the numbers get skewed a bit in that sense, where it's in the games where he is winning, what's his save percentage like in traffic? So it's I don't think it's a red flag by any means. Because again, you can cherry pick numbers and find things to create stories and analytics. And I get that. And a lot of times there is value, but on a game to game basis, I don't see this being the end of the world. I think it's just Linus was off that night. And this is a number that we can grab from there to be he was so bad, it skews his general numbers. It's just like a goalie. Yes. If we look at his save percentage, he gave up 7 goals. And sometimes those are games that are really hard to make up from. At the end of the day, how bad he's been, he's still playing 500 hockey. So what happens when he starts to play good? When he gets really on this heat, if we're going to grab his numbers and say he hasn't been good, what happens when he starts to get hooked? Then this team's going to be totally fine, right?
Okay, but
and we know
Carter, I'll put it to you this way. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No,
that's okay.
This is a Sens team without its heartbeat. I'll say that. And Brady Tkachuk, arguably one of its best players, without question. Yes. It seems fairly thin now. If you take a Brady Tkachuk out, they just need better. And it's not fair maybe to place it on goaltenders, but they need better goaltending to get more wins, if that makes sense. And I think fans want to see that night after night, that Linus Ullmark that allows 1 goal and not the guy that allows 7. I know that's not realistic, but that's, I think, the concern right now as they try to wade. It's true. We try to go through these 20-some games without Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, 100%. You just want a consistent goalie.
Yeah.
Right. I think any team, if you a team, and again, another partner of mine I spoke about earlier, what did Jake Allen do when Markstrom was out? He doesn't wow you, but he's consistent, right? Every night it's 1 goal to 3 goals. He's in that ballpark. You just want to keep your team in the game. You don't have to steal games every single night. And again, everyone has to pick up the slack. So I think it is concerning, I guess, when you look at the numbers. But I think over time, if time speaks to what he's done so far in his career, it's going to level off here and it's going to get better. And for a team that I think has picked up the slack pretty well, I think if we sat here right now looking at the Ottawa Senators without Brady Tkachuk, it hasn't been as bad as we thought it could have been too.
Yep.
What's that?
I don't like your voice of reason. Okay.
Well, Wally, what's that? Yeah. What's that stat on goaltending? To Carter's point, when he has had off games, it's 7 goals. So that it's such a small sample size to start the year. Yeah. He's got a .858 save percentage, but 7 goals in 1 game. This is all going to level out over time. Linus, his track record's proven that it will level out. The biggest concern I'm with you on, Carter, is when you got the kid, because his sample size last year when he played so well when everybody was hurt, so he had to play, and he played every single night almost, and he got into a rhythm. Can you do that in spotted starts, which not a lot of guys can? It's usually an older guy that's experienced, or a Carter Hutton or somebody like that it takes a certain guy, right, to be able to go in there and get and be 500, because that's what this team's going to need, a goalie to be 500 on spotted starts, because every team that doesn't have that doesn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I have a unique take in the sense of like I've been on both sides of the spectrum, right? I've been the guy, like, so my first full year, and I hate making this about me, but it's like the comparative in goalie, right? Where Rene got hurt, I got to play 40 games. I was playing all the time. I had 20 wins. I played really well. Then the next year was Pekka was up for the Vezina, and I struggled because he was playing all the time. I wasn't good. I struggled being in that rhythm, and that's when I had those tough conversations with the goalie coach. And then the next year I was like really, really good. And I only played, I think it was the year before I went to St. Louis. I played 18 games or something. But it was like I started to understand that like it's a lot just between your ears, right? Where like, I didn't lose the talent. I don't need to play all the time. I needed to find a way to just park those bad thoughts or the way that I was feeling and practice and be prepared to play. And I think that's going to be tricky for a younger goalie in Maryland, where yes, Ullmark went out and he played really well, but he was playing all the time. So now how do you do that with spotted starts? Back to your panic button. That's my concern with this team is, can he play in that role? Right.
It's in a glass case, I promise. Two quick questions for Lego. One, team save percentage across the league. There are only 10 teams in the league with a plus 900 save percentage.
Really?
That seems low to me. Is that just about right?
Well, the save percentage is driven down. I actually have a little graph on my computer that it's been consistently going down. Like it started at 905 the last 20 years, and it went up. It peaked at about 915, and now it's back under 900. Like it's just a big graph coming down. And I truly believe that it's the factor that everyone is so skilled now, and the game is so fast, and there's no penalties in the sense of like they let the speed go.
There's no
and it's a development league.
Front.
It's a development league, right? Like you have all these guys that are really, really talented offensively, but where their game lacks is defensively. And we're getting younger guys in the league. So I think, early in my career, your third and fourth line on every good team were getting paid good money. And they were veteran guys that like, they may not create offense, but man, they were good defensively. Where that's out the window now. So now these young goalies, it's chaos. And I feel like that's why the save percentage is just slowly driven down over time here. It's just the chances are way too good now.
And two, like everybody can shoot it now.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody, like the stick just does so much of the work. Like you don't have to load it anymore. It's just like, as a goalie, Huts, that's got to be so hard it's almost like trying to pick off the ball cut out a really good pitcher's hand. Like he's got it, and there's so much deception with these sticks now. Like everybody says the goalies are bigger and the equipment. I think the sticks still give you a greater advantage because you don't even have to be strong to shoot the puck. Everybody can shoot the puck now. Everybody.
Yeah, it's all like 70 flexes. I remember playing with Eric Stahl and him watching Victor Olofsson shoot the puck, being like, man, I got to get a new stick because Victor Olofsson weighs about 150 pounds soaking wet. And he could sling the puck like I've never seen. And again, that's where like the deception comes in, that quick release. And we talk a lot about, I don't know if you guys have ever talked about the Royal Road, but it's the center of the rink. It's a term used. Whenever the puck travels across the Royal Road and then it's released quick, like your chances of scoring go up immensely. And again, that's what you're seeing. Guys can get pucks and get rid of it very quickly. And it's making it hard on the goalies. I think the big French blocking goalies that we watched for a lot of years became extinct because of the talent of the players went up so high.
Okay, Hearts, we were talking about this, like we're saying, when's Canada going to get the next goalie? What happened to the province of Quebec? They used to pump out good goalies. Where have all those good French goalies gone?
I don't know. That Marc-Andre Fleury might be the last one now. It's been kind of, I don't know what the change is. I think just the athletic ability, like that blocking, that Allaire kind of had this, where the crease was cut up into little divisions and you just play there and let the game come to you. And at times you need to do that. But if you don't have good hands and good feet nowadays, you can't play. Like the game is just way too fast. And again, that just circles back to the skill of these young guys and how their skating is so elite.
Yeah.
Last question. I've been saving the best for last. It's Halloween tomorrow. And Lisa brought home a box of chocolates, and then I realized she didn't bring the right one home. So here is basically the three choices of chocolate bars as you hand out candy. I'm just curious which one is the best box to go with.
Okay.
So you got Wonder Bar, Mr. Big, Crispy Crunch, and Caramel in one, and then M&M's, Twix, Snickers in another with Mars bars, and then the Aero, Kit Kat, Coffee Crisp, and Smarties in the other.
Oh man, that is a tough pick. Like I want to make an all-star team, but I know I can't, right? You're putting me on the box. Like an all-star team I could gladly make.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
So Wally, you got to watch out though, because there's a lot of kids with the peanut allergy nowadays. So the Snicker, you got the Snickers in the middle there. So you got to.
I can't be responsible for everything. If they're coming to the door, I can't be like, hey.
I think I'm going. Okay, I'm a big peanut M&M guy. Like I love them. I probably spent a few $1,000s a year on peanut M&Ms because they'd have them in the room and like the why can't I think of the name? The mini fridge there, and they're like $20, but you're lying in bed on the road. Like I just have no willpower. I'm taking the Wonder Bar Mr. Big Caramel Crispy Crunch.
Oh, Crispy Crunch. Crispy Crunch is a sleeper pick right there.
I just think that it just offers so much variety, right? Again, I don't like plain M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, Mars bar, Snickers, the same thing.
See, the Mars bar is the best one for me there, I think. Maybe
Caramel and Crispy Crunch, and then Wonder Bar is sneaky good too.
The Wonder Bar is very underrated. That's my favorite one out of that box.
See, if I was to cherry pick, I would take the Coffee Crisp, slide that in with a Snickers, and give me a Crispy Crunch and a Twix. And those are my four.
Why can't you ever just answer the question?
I'm taking. I got the Cadbury box. That is it. I'm gonna go. I was gonna go have some eggs this morning. Now I want to just go eat a chocolate.
Just go hammer some chocolate. I'll take the one in the middle, Wally. I'll go with the peanut M&Ms and a nice Snickers bar.
I would take the Twix and the Mars bar. So absolutely. So I'm disappointed in the M&M peanuts because there's like 3 of them now in the package.
I know it's so small. I know I get the family share size, but I don't share with my family.
Okay, well, that was thank you for answering the most important question of the day.
Yeah, honestly, that was way better than all this goalie Sens talk.
Will you get dressed up tomorrow night?
You know what? I don't know. I'll probably get something on. I think last year, what the heck? I went as Ted Lasso last year. My wife usually makes me do something. We actually watched. I was just in Winnipeg with my little guy and my family. We're at an Airbnb and they had a bunch of DVDs and we watched Austin Powers. So we were talking about it this morning that we're going to go as Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
Oh,
we thought that would be
so good.
That would be a pretty good one.
That'd be good. So what's the best costume you've had? Like how much do you plan? Because Halloween parties for NHL teams now are a big deal. How much thought did you put into it?
I guess depends on the time, but we tried to, my wife and I were pretty into it. We had some good ones over the years. I think my best one was I went as Bobby Boucher, the water boy, and she went as Vicky Valancourt. And it actually was, there's a guy there's a guy in St. Louis that owned a sports memorabilia store. He actually, after it, he got me a signed Adam Sandler photo from the water boy, like him and his thing. And I have it hanging in my garage still. And that was, it's on my social media page. So people listening, if you look at it, you can actually see how the Sabres season is going by the comments. Like, hey, great job last night. Then it's like, you suck like this. It's like the deterioration of our season. Everything was great. And then the comments just get worse and worse on this Halloween photo.
I love where they go out to the swamp to meet Bobby's mother there. Kathy Bates. Oh, she's good. She's the devil. He's the devil.
My Bobby don't play no foosball.
62.
Little known fact. That's the first movie my wife and I went to on our first date. That's the
so
movie
good.
we saw. Yeah. Front row though, because I was late because we were having a drink and I took it late.
There you go. It worked out.
Well, for me, I don't know if it was for her. Carter, nice to see you again. I will get your address and you will get your widely wanted coming in hot mug. Alex Dagg has a mug.
Wait. I'll be sending you a selfie drinking from my mug once I get it.
Right on, Huts. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate it.
Okay, boys. Thanks for having me.
See you both. Carter Hutton, now a broadcaster, Daily Faceoff, part of our network, and former NHL.
Huts and I would have got along well if we were teammates.
He's just great. He's a good room guy.
And Wally, he understands pop culture. He watches movies. Like we could sit there and watch The Waterboy together in our night before. So that's what you do the night before a game. You want to chill out, go for a nice dinner, come back and put on a good brainless movie where you don't have to think, like The Waterboy.
Sorry, I was just getting a text from Carter. Yes.
Hey, by the way, can we there's something I noticed. Can we put back, Jake, our Halloween chocolate bars? There's something I noticed. Look at Graham Nichols on the bottom of our picture here. Is he like an M&M?
He's a zombie.
He's like, look at his little, he's like a mini me on the bottom of the picture there. Wally's got a skeleton suit on. I'm a mummy. I thought Graham looks like, hold on, I gotta enlarge this picture. Oh yeah, he is a zombie. No, he's like Frankenstein. Graham.
Yeah. So I had originally only put the two of us on because I knew Graham was going to be on the show, and I was like, well, if he watches and he feels left out, so I added him quickly.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was busy last night. I had a lot going on. Okay. Let's get to I got another surprise coming up in the show. This show, Jake, is always brought to you by Bet365, our proud presenting sponsor. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app, get in on the game, use code NATION, must be 19 or older, Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem, visit connectsontario.ca. Yorkie, here are tonight's lines. Here is, I'm hoping I've nailed it. I'm hoping this is the one. Okay, same game parlay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Drake Batherson, 2 shots on goal. Thomas Chabot, 1 assist.
Okay.
The Sens to win.
Yep.
Here's where it might get a little hairy. Lars Eller to score a goal.
Oh, Lars Eller. He's a nice feller. He could. Listen, Wally.
He's second power play. I think he's played really well. If that $10 bet pays out, it's $385.
Can you like remove the Eller goal and like throw some shots on goal for somebody?
You got to have a little fun here.
Well, hey, it's the odds are good if you win, so why not? Why not? And if he wins, we can all laugh about it next week and if Eller scores and you win all this money.
If not, we'll never speak of it again. But yeah, I was like, man, there's got to be something. Because listen, Drake Batherson, Tim Stützle, and Jake Sanderson all on 3-game point streaks. Yeah. Sanderson's at 6 points, I think. Tim Stützle has 7, and Drake has 8.
It's gonna be a tough game tonight.
Yeah. Although 2 of the worst defensive teams in the league based on goals against. Yeah. I was going to pick one of those guys to pick up a point, but I'm like, at some point, it's going to have to come to an end. So I didn't go with Drake to get a point. So I thought this was good.
Yeah, I like it. And I agree. Eller has been good. He brings a calmness when he's on the ice. Like he's just in control. And it's nice for Ottawa to have a legit fourth line center that has always won a cup. He knows who he is, right? He knows who he is,
and he can play.
Right,
like that. That line should be considered a threat. Now I don't know if Licksell plays or McDermott. I'm assuming Licksell stays in despite being -3 last game. And I suspect Jordan Spence is in. But if you have Licksell, Zetterlund, and Eller, you can all get up and down the ice. You can all find a way. And they all have goals now in the season.
So you're saying Spence is in? Who's coming out?
I suspect Spence is in for Nick Matt-Palo.
Martin Palo's out?
Well, so Yorkie, how many guys do you think on Calgary's roster right now are under 190 pounds?
Yeah, their top 6 isn't big by NHL standards.
So 10 guys under 190 pounds on their current, like half their roster.
Yeah, I know. I did all the heights and weights about a month ago.
Right. So I think if you're going to ever play Jordan Spence and you don't have to necessarily worry about size, he plays.
Calgary plays a very direct game, though. Like a lot of pucks go in, and they really try and force your D, which plays into Spence's game. So you want a guy that can go back and get the puck quickly and transport it out of your own zone quickly, and that's what Spence does. And if it's a smaller team, you're making some sense here. And if you're going to get, if Spence is going to get back in the lineup, it's usually after a loss where you have lost 7-3. I would agree. He'll play tonight.
Okay, so I do have a surprise for everybody, backed by popular demand, because despite you not wanting to be part of it, here is Gertie with her pick for tonight's game.
All right, Gert, who are you picking? First game of the year for you.
Oh,
Good job, Gertie.
hungry Gertie.
There we go. Gertie has picked the Ottawa Senators to win tonight.
Oh, Gertie.
So, Yorkie, who would you pick
Tonight.
game?
Oh,
If there's
boy.
one guy that knows this lineup and knows how this game should play out, it's you, Mr. Expert.
I would like to know who's starting in nets tonight for the Ottawa Senators. I'm pretty sure Dustin Wolf's going to start for Calgary, who's a very good goaltender. And it's a must-win for Ottawa. Man, I'm telling you, this is a tough game because you got a really desperate team that just lost to Toronto, and they've only got 2 wins on the season. But
You want to know Dustin Wolf's record against the Ottawa Senators?
Sure. What do you got? What is
He's
it?
0-2 with a .411 goals against and an .882 save percentage.
Yeah. All right, I'll take Ottawa then with those stats in mind. And it's and they are coming off a 7-3 drubbing, so they got to show up tonight.
Shellacking. So Linus Ullmark against the Calgary Flames, 5-1-2, 926, 258 goals against average.
Yeah.
Levi Marilainen yet to face the Calgary Flames in his career.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
and Calgary's backup, Cooley, has only played 1 game this year, and I think they've got Nashville. They probably go with Cooley Sunday in Philadelphia, I would think. So yeah, it could be a good goaltender matchup tonight. Dustin Wolf's a really good goalie. Senators fans are in for a treat. He's one of those old school goalies. He's not that big, but boy, he is quick down low, Wally. So it'll be a fun game to watch.
okay. Last question I have for you is, as I mentioned, the 3 guys who are currently on point streaks, which one, and it's Jake Sanderson only has 5 points. He's got 1 goal, 4 assists. Which one of the 3, if or all, who continues their streak tonight?
Ooh, I would say the Drake continues his streak, and I think Stützle, and they all could, but yeah, I'll go with the Drake. He's feeling it right now. He's got the hot hand. The puck's just like just softens when it's on his stick. The puck likes the Drake stick right now. They've got a good relationship. There's certain guys we used to joke around in practice. If a guy with certain guys on your team, you're like, that guy right now, they're not friends. Him and the puck, they're not on speaking terms, Wally. They're not friends. Right now, the Drake and the puck are best friends. So I think his streak continues.
I hope you're right. We'll see how it plays out. Game time, 7 p.m. For now, though, we got to get to the rink. I'm hoping to see. If you break down, I will come get you. Okay?
Oh, actually, Laurel's home, so I'm going to steal her car.
Oh, all right. See you at the rink shortly. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you back here next week. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you like the show. See you, everybody. Oh, and our post-game shows tonight. Sorry. Don't forget to tune in for that. See ya.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.